Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Rising World. I'm the Radio Man 03. It is awesome to have you along. Look at Ace over there. He's feeling quite comfortable in his stall. Stalls are in. Came up with a solution with the problem I was having last episode with the stalls. I'll show you that in a second. I've also got the roof line ironed out. I've been really concerned about the amount of angle coming from here all the way up to the top, and I had a bunch of different angles going on. Wasn't going to work. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a solid structure down the middle here. We'll put a little something up here for maybe storage with a ladder that we can get up into this little area right here. You can see it's going to be all along here on both sides above the stalls. And then from here, what we can do is we can run our beams from here, angle them just right down to the end, and we'll have a low sloping roof right here. So it's not going to be this massive roof, hopefully. And then we can just finish off this with a little bit of roof on top of that. Lots of barns out there made this way. As a matter of fact, one of you showed me a video of a barn. And it kind of gave me this idea to do this. So thanks for that. But that's what we're going to do. And it's going to solve our issues out here with the height. Now let me show you what I did with the stalls. I'm also noticing, JIW, that there's a little bit of lag going on. Some framiness going on every now and again. Last episode I noticed it a lot when I turned and stuff. It seems to get framey. I don't know. Dominic's out here now. I got him in his stall as well. So, last episode we were working on this stall right here. That Dominic's in. Hello, Dominic. Hello. And we have a block here. We've always had a block right here. We were butting everything up against that block. And then we're coming down here. And I was actually bringing it all the way to the end, over to here. So I'm feeling framey right here, too, with this. This feels very framey to me. I don't know if there's some optimization that can be done, but something has to be done because it's changed. I dropped my view distance down to 15, and it's well. Let's go into it. Let's go into our settings. The chunks, I had this down to 15. It's always been on 20 for me ever since I started playing the game. It's always been on 20. And then detail distance, we changed that last time up to 11 chunks. I'm not quite sure what's causing it. See, I've got a lot of this off. Reflections, refractions, all this stuff is kind of off. And so I'm not quite sure what else I can do for the settings right now. So if you guys got any ideas, let me know. That would be fantastic. Let's go back. But yeah, I'm noticing that. So if you can bear with it a little bit, we'll see if we can figure out something. So what I did here was instead, I noticed after the video was done, I noticed I have a block over here, but I didn't have a block over here. So I put a block down here. That gives us a nice solid area to put our stall material in between, and it allows me to have this opening down here to do some decorative work, maybe a pole, maybe something of wood. It's got to have some wood along this walkway as we go through. And I thought even too, if we do this, let's put one in and just take a look at it and see. I've got a bunch of stuff we're going to do. We're going to work together on this today and hopefully get it kind of finished up. Let's beef that up a little bit with shift and right key. We're going to beef it up just a tad. Let's go grid. By hitting G, that's going to put it right in the middle of there, and hit Control. Are we poking through the top? We're probably not poking through the top of this here. I don't think we are. Yeah, no, it's not going to go through the top. You're not going to see it. So if we do that right there, I thought we'd do that. Turn the grid off by hitting G again. And we're going to do that all the way down here. Is that the only one I had? No. What? Oh, Control. I've got Control on. Okay, so we got the grid on, so we can just come down here, just leave grid on. It'll snap it right in the middle of those, right where it needs to be. Boom, we got that all taken care of. Now if we come back this way, and we bring this down, we're going to shrink it way down here. We're going to make it even thinner than that, and we kind of turn it, and then we turn with the arrow keys. We could do that right there. I thought what might be kind of interesting is if we were to take their reins off and stuff like that, we would want some place to kind of store it. Now, naturally, one of these stalls would probably be sort of a tack area where you'd hang your saddles up, your bridles, and things like that, right? That's what you'd do. But I thought instead of that, what we could do is put something right here, since we can't really take we could take the saddles off by holding down F on the saddles, just in case you didn't know that, but you've got to take the saddlebags off first. If we hit Control and I push this back in here, Control, let's push that back in again. If we look at that right there, we could probably get away with that right there, and then that's going to give us a little place to, like, let's say we hang the reins on there, okay? We'll say we're going to do something like that on there. Where did I put that at? Right just above this line right here. Let's go control. Doesn't have to be perfect on this. We're going to just bring it in a little bit. And then over here, control. And we're going to spin that back up the other direction. Is that the right angle, though? Yeah, that's a good crisscross right there. So we're going to do that. Control. Push that in a little bit. We're going to move it over so it's centered. There we go, like that. And control. And one right here too. Control, slide it in there a little bit. Move it over a little bit more that way. There we go, bingo, just like that. And there we go, control. Okay, so now we've got a little something, someplace where we can hang things outside of the stalls. It's not all brick. I didn't want to do a lot of brick stuff. I wanted to kind of get away from some of the brick. And then we'll add some lighting in here too. The lighting I've not quite wrapped my head around yet. I do know that we are going to use these guys right here because I like the way they glow at night. So we can work on something like this in here. You know, we'll get them going somewhere. But we'll put that one back up here just so we have a little bit of light too, like that. So that's kind of the idea I've got there. Next thing I'm doing right now is I got started on the roof. I used this for scaffolding. This worked actually pretty good. You know, just throw it up there like that. I'm gonna get through the trees here. And yeah, I'm gonna have to go up here. Let's go inventory. We've got some blocks on us. Actually, you know what I can do? I can use a plank, and I can use, that might be enough of those right there. So let's get a plank out. Like so. And we can just do this right here. Move it out a little bit. Like that. Oops, don't push me off, man. Come up there like this. That works pretty good, I think. And how is this lined up directly with that, or is it in one? It's let's see, this should actually be over. This should actually be over here, like this right here. I've got this in the wrong spot. I think I'm going to double this up anyways. But we're going to do like that right there. We'll do that. We'll just get this set up in the right spot just so we know where it's supposed to be. Let's spin these around with the arrow keys, and we'll do that one there and that one there. And we should be able to get this one right there. There we go. So that's going to keep us, that's going to keep me, I should say, on track right there. And let's go ahead and put one of those right there. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so we want to make sure we do that again over here. We want to start off right here. Spin that with the arrow keys like that, and we can spin that one with the arrow keys, and we're going to just keep coming up with it. We could do this other side as soon as we get done with this side here. Oops. Nope, nope. Pushing all the wrong keys here. There we go. Hope you guys are doing great. I'm doing fantastic. Yes. Yeah, okay, so let's do this over to here, and this one over to here, and then we should be able to just kind of finish this up real quick. I love having the animals here. I gotta say, though, I want a cow. I want a cow, and I want to find the white horse, too. We've got to find the white horse. Maybe we'll run out today for a little while and do that. See if we can find our white horse. We did not find that. I know a lot of you guys have found yours, which is fantastic. I'm a little jealous. I really want one. Because they're just, you know, they're fantastic. I mean, we've been waiting a long time for those guys, right? And here they are. And they're done so well, too. So we do that right there, and we're good to go. Excuse me. Okay, so we're good to go there. Let's go ahead and get our crowbar right here. And hold down right-click, and we should be able to pop this right out of here. There we go, bingo, just like that. I gotta cut these trees down and get those out of here. Once we get this all finished up, we'll come back and decorate it and stuff. I think I want to do a gravel path going from here up to where the bridge is, and we're going to do a little something out here on the bridge that we'll be able to ride up to and easily get back and forth across the bridge. Okay, so we got that taken care of. Let's not worry about what that looks like on the inside just yet, because that's going to be a decorative type thing. Okay. You know what I wanted to do? Let's make a few things here real quick. Let's go. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling some lag, guys. Sorry about that if the video's got some jumpiness to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's make 8 of those. I'm talking about doing some decorative stuff out here. I'm kind of thinking what we could do is, well, if we come over here, we go like that there, that there. There we go. Just got to find the right combination of stuff. Okay, so we do that there, and then we come back with these guys right here. There we go. I can reach that. Yes, I can. Might even need some wood design in here too. We could probably get away with some wood instead of just all brick in here, like that. And then what we could do is we could take this guy right here. There's a weather vane too, if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna put a weather vane on here too. And right here. There we go, just like that. Something like that up there wouldn't be bad, and we could, like I said, we could do a couple other things to it as well. I just don't like it when these get this really thin look to them on the edges. If we take this brick out and this brick out here, it's going to look kind of thin there. So, I mean, we can always come back and do a little something extra to that. Next is the roof, though. That is going to be not. I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal. I'm trying to figure out what color. Oh, that doesn't go quite to the top there, does it? It can, though. I'll fix that. I'll have to fix that. Yeah, that does not go to the top all the way. Well, we can fiddle around with this with these guys right here. Let's stretch this out. The top piece of roofing, no big deal. Easy peasy. This part right here, though, this is going to be a little more challenging. Let's go with a beam about that size right there. And I think we're going to have to go relatively easy with the slope on this thing. Otherwise, it's going to be too much. And I guess, do I have to start down at this end? It's kind of hard for me to figure out which. It just needs to butt up against this. It doesn't matter where it butts up against this. So we do need to start down on this end. Let's kind of figure this out. Yeah, there. Yeah, when I make these quick turns like that, it just sometimes it really bugs out on me. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Okay, this is fine. We're gonna go right up along here, like this. Let's go Control. Let's slide that down with the arrow key up. We're pushing it away from us. Remember, when you're using the arrow keys and you're pushing beams or timbers and logs and planks, depending on which direction you face is the arrow key you have to use to move it. Like right now. Now that I'm facing this direction, I need to use the left arrow key to move it. Otherwise, it's not going to slide the right direction. How much overhang do we want on here? That is going the right way, right? I'm not pulling that towards me. Yeah, it is, but it needs to come down. So now I'm on page down key. Like that. That's going to put it right about up to here, isn't it? I think that's going to be almost perfect. It's going to give us maybe a block and a half. We'll see. Let's try this one out. Let's experiment with this and see what we get. Control. And let's hit return. Like that. Yeah, that'll work. That's going to give us a whole block of space at the top. That's going to look really nice when we get the plywood up against that and coming down the roof line. We'll have a little bit of white showing there, and then we can go up. We could even probably go up one more, but I don't think it's going to be necessary. I don't want this to get too tall. That's the thing I'm trying to avoid. So that first beam did not go in quite right because I've got the wood showing through here. But that's the idea. And then I just place those all along. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this one lined up properly first, this one right here. Once I get that one lined up, I'm going to make sure I have enough of these in my inventory so I can go all the way down the side of the building with the with moving the well, here, let's just do it. Let's do it together real quick. I'll show you. No, we're in here. Let's go construction, wood beams. There we go. We're on 68. 68 and... Oh, we're out of wood. Ace, you got some more lumber on you? I know you do, buddy. There we go. Thank you. I want to grab another 32 of those. What's that give me in inventory now? 64 and 18. That probably is going to be enough. One of you would like to see a different colored roof on here other than the black. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I feel like I just feel like that black is the right color for roofing when it comes to the game. I just feel like it is. And you know what? Before we get started on this, let me chop down some more trees, get these out of the way, and then I'll come back. The roof trusses are in. Question for old gamer out there. I know he's watching. Is there any other support beams that I would need in there in order to make that look more secure? I feel like this area right here is kind of unusual because the beam just kind of lays on the wall. Typically I put an angle block here and then build off of that, but the angle block's not going to work in here. So I'm just kind of curious if this is enough. It's a pretty big beam, and I feel like it would probably hold up pretty well, but let me know. And cross timbers as well. What I did was I put one, sorry I didn't show you, this took a little bit of time to put together, but once I got the first beam in place with control, I just slid it down and kind of eyeballed where it was in the middle of each of these. Come down here, I'm in the middle of this one now, and so on and so forth, all the way down to the end. So I did it on both sides. It took 2 beams to fill in the area, and you can see we've got a block left at the top here, which is pretty good with me. I could go a little higher with it. I could bring that up one more, but I don't think we need to. Just to keep it from getting too tall. I think this is going to be just great. So now what I want to do is I want to get the roof put on this so these guys are covered. And it's going to give me enough headroom too in here to where I don't have to worry about whether or not I'm going to be able to stay on Ace while I'm inside the pen with him. I don't think anyways. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to walk all around back in here. Maybe it might stop me right about here. We'll see. The beam is the lowest. The roofing isn't going to be any lower. So I can come all the way in the back of the stall with him now. Turn around. And everything. So I think that's perfect. Now the other one we have is Esmeralda, but I believe we're going to be okay on Esmeralda too. We'll bring her down here and give it a look and see if it's something we need to do with Esmeralda. And of course Dominic, it doesn't matter because he's just so tiny. It doesn't matter what we have in here. He's itty bitty. You know what we could do? You guys told me that the saddles come off with F. There we go. Boop. Now I think what's going to happen is he'll start walking around. So we're going to have to keep an eye on him and see what happens with him. I don't want him walking off. Dominic, stay put. The animals still have a tendency to be able to walk through things, especially wood, timber, and things like that. Yeah, he's going to start walking around. So we're not... No. You stay put, Dominic. Don't you go anywhere. He's going to take off on me. I'm going to go with the black roofing. I'm just going to do it. I feel like that's what I need to do. I just don't like the idea of using... I looked at some of the different colors in here. That one might have been okay. It just, for me, to give it... even this one here, number 70, that's a pretty dark timber as well. We have that in the house in a few places, but I just felt like... I feel like the black is the best choice we have when it comes to roofing. I could be wrong. You guys might think I'm crazy about that one, but I tend to like that one. I did not want to get on you. Okay, so I wanted to go in your pack here. So I used up all of that. Okay, so I need to make more lumber. Let's see here. Let's go back. Construction, resources, lumber. Let's max that out, 128. Back to construction. Wood planks, and we were on the black one. There it is right there. And if we max that out, let's get another 64 of those. We'll give these a whirl and see what happens with this. We can get up over here on this side. Boom, water. We need some food as well right now. Let's get a watermelon going. Oh, the bridge. Esmeralda's over there. We can't see her, but she's there. She is over there. She's dying to get over here to the stable, so she's got something over her head. It rained all night. It was a rainy night, and it rained just all night long. Okay, so let's see what we got going on here. We're going to flip this down. We're going to spread it out as wide as we can and as long as we can. That's what we've got right there, and we're going to kind of get an overhang going on here, what we think is good. Then we got to come back with the fascia board, which is something I still have to do to the house. I'm going to do that right there. And actually, let's go ahead and do all of these right now. If we hit the return key, we can come up here and we're going to be able to do this right here. As long as we point at the edge of the board, it's going to put the next one in place right up next to it, just perfectly. Just like that. So just leave the return key on. The return key really is, as I mentioned numerous times, it is your best buddy when it comes to doing something like this. It makes the job go much faster than trying to line it up over and over and over again and eyeballing and eyeballing, eyeballing. Just use the return key. And you always know when you've left the return key on because you can see it just snaps all over the place. It just snaps everywhere. So then you just have to hit it again and it'll turn off. It's perfect. And what about right here? Come on. I think we're good. I think we're good with that. I want to see just how much we have overhanging here. Just to get an idea, we're going to do that right there. And we're going to shrink this down. And we're going to measure this out a little bit. Turn the return off there. There we go. And let's measure this just to see how much we have hanging over the edge. That's a pretty fair estimate right there, I would say. Yeah, see, when I turn like that and run, it really gets jumpy on me. It's out a little bit farther than it should be, but I don't know that that's enough to really break the bank here for me. I'm good. I'm good with that. Now let's hit return. Let's do that. How far off are we off the edge here? That looks to be a bit much. Let's shrink that down a little bit. Take our crowbar and take this one off. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that gives us a little room to put something down there on the end. I think that's good. There we go, like that. Yep. Now we can just come up here and do this. Not to mention, if we don't shrink that one board down, it's going to make life a lot easier on us all the way along. It's just a hair bigger than the other side. Matter of fact, I could take that first one off and fully extend it. Well, it is fully extended already. Never mind, I can't do that. There we go, and one more. There we go, just like that. Now I'm going to come back and I'm going to double it up just like we did with the roof on the house. This is just going to give it a little more girth, a little more body to it. The plywood's pretty tiny. We're going to stretch that all the way back out again, and we're just going to come back down this way with it. And with the return key on, it's just going to grab it and stick it right where it needs to be. I love the horse and the donkey sounds. It's just fantastic. It is fantastic. All right, there we go. It's roofed. Okay, beautiful. Let's go up and over. Let's get the other side here. And we got to turn return off. So we get this first one put in. And we're going to slide it over as far as we can here. Up against that wall. Okay, it's going to drop off right there. Boom, there we go. We're good to go there. All right, nice. And again, just all the way down. Oh, return. There we go. There we are. Okay, I'm going to get this side on. Next step. Let's get the middle piece done. Roof is done on the blower part. Let's get this guy done here. Ooh, did you come down and snap in there just like that all by yourself? That's pretty nice. Now, I need to make a decision here. I don't think I need these guys here. I can always come back and cover these up if I need to. But I think I'm going to take this inner area out. There we go. And we're going to come back here. And we got return on still, so we're good to go there. We're just going to come down. And, okay, it's out. There we go. We're going to go just like that. Boom, that's good to go. All right, beautiful. Let's grab that. We should probably grab all of these. That's going to hurt if we fall off of here, so let's not do that. Let's go. Oh, You know what else I'm going to have to do? I got to take this side off too. Broke that block. This hammer. Oh. I wonder... I'm going to leave the rest of these up here. I think I might want to block off. I want to do the same circular design on the other end as this end here. So you know what I think we want to do is we want to leave this row right here like that. That could stay in there. That's not going to hurt anybody right there. So I think we want to leave that one in because we are going to do that circular design on the other side. Nope, I want you to come right straight down here. There you go. That a boy. And bump, bump, bump. What is that? That's 3 blocks up from the bottom. And I'll come back and take some of these. I'm going to have to take some of these out in order to, of course, put that circle on this side of it here too. We need to get back up there and finish that up. Over here, what we're going to do is we're going to fill this in with the wood slats that we've been doing so far. So if I come in here like so, turn, return off, spin this around, and we're going to shrink that down, and we're going to, nope, shrink it down, and we're going to, there we go, like that. I'm going to have to probably get scaffolding put in here. Let's shrink it way down. We're going to do something like this right here. And let's shrink that board a little bit more. What do we have down here? If we hit return, it's going to line that up for us and we can see what we're doing better. Okay, so control, take that off. And if control, return, there we go. If we do that right there, we can come back here. And why is that going right into the wall there? There we go. We can come in and do something like this right here, and we can bring it down this way. We got to be careful that we don't go through the roof. That's what we got to watch out for. Ooh, I almost went off the... Oh, I'm going to go off the edge of that cliff. And... something like that right there. Let's see, did that come through the ceiling? The roof, I should say. Yeah, it did. There's one of them showing. So I'm going to have to be really careful with that. I probably have to place them one by one. And what I'll do is I'll put scaffolding across the front here. And then I'll just go along here and add one at a time. Go all the way down to the edge here. And that's going to cover that up and give us this. This doesn't look like it's all the way to the top either. These beams. I'm going to have to go around and check these really, really well. You know, when you're down here working on something that's above your eyesight, your eye line, it is just, there's just room for error. And I see I've got that there, and then there was something else I noticed earlier, too, that was definitely off. Now that we have this going on for us, let's get back up here, because we do want to keep working on this here. Return, and there we go. We could just do that right there. Beautiful. Okay, so now what we have to decide is what is our angle here. It's going to be more than that. So let's come up this way. And probably up something of this nature here, I would think. Well, no, we could just go right with this roof line right here. What am I doing? Yeah, just like this right here. Full length. Like that. And if we come over here... that may not work too well right there like that. Control. Let's see here. Yeah, that middle beam there may have to be moved to the top of that. I can't. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to go right here. Right here. Let's go control. Let's move it out. And then down. Back in. Or maybe what I need to do is a smaller beam up here and not use these great big giant beams for this area right here. Maybe that's what I need to not do. Maybe this is too big for this area. If we drop it down, say to that right there. I love those the donkey. Dominic is just amazing. I definitely need this to go in there. What this, you know what? Maybe this one needs to be the full size of the full block, and then I add these to it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to turn this one into the full size block beam, and then put these guys on it and see if it doesn't work out better. Because right now, yeah, I just don't feel like I've got enough space here to do this. So I'll be right back. Well, it took some doing, but it's done. The roof is on. A little squared off at the top, but it's okay. It looks good. I put the scaffolding away too. I meant to take you guys up there and show you, but you can see it fits all together very nicely. And it still needs some trim work along the edge, up and over, like so, most definitely. But we could do that. We could take care of that as well. I'm kind of running out of time, so I don't want to be out of time. I don't want to be out of time. Let's do this here. Let's max that out. Oh my God! I just made the wrong block, and I made a whole bunch of them. Jeez. Okay. 56 is all I get. Oh my God! I got a bunch of these guys now. We'll throw them somewhere. Well, maybe we'll use them. Maybe we won't. I doubt we ever use that block. But whatever. We'll give it a we'll keep them. We'll keep them downstairs in the storage area. We do need to finish this out right here, so that looks right. Yeah. We should be able to ride through here without getting stuck on anyone. And then the side pieces need to go in. I think next episode what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish this up and get it completely done. I'm gonna gravel the inside here. Down the middle of the pathway here, and I think what we could do, I'm trying to figure out how we can make these look like they're fenced off. We need to get Esmeralda. Let's walk over to the house and get Esmeralda. I'm going to walk because it just feels so... I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, what changed. It's just since the update here, so there's something different that's going on that's got me kind of framey where I've not really had that kind of an issue while I'm running and stuff. A couple of times it'll stop you and jolt you forward a little bit too. I don't know what it is. Let's get on Esmeralda. Let's turn her around. Let's see how she operates inside here. We may have some issues with her. She's quite a bit taller. You can see my head is probably in the treetops. Third person will be coming at some point in time too. It's not going to be just first person. Those of you who are new to the game, third person is somewhere down the road. But these guys do a really good job of putting the game together. Oh boy, this could be. Oh, I made it. I made it. I made it. Okay, Esmeralda, you did it. Let's move you forward a little bit so your head sticks out. She fits just fine in there. Let's get all their heads poking out just a little bit. There we go. I don't know if you'll be able to see Esmeralda in the screenshot. Well, whatever. There it is. Yeah, we've got it. We've got roof on. The roof, it was important. It was going to be, it's always the roughest thing for me to do, but there it is. The roof is on. Like I said, we can trim this up with the boards we've been using down here. We'll trim those out like that. I'm going to have to put scaffolding across the whole thing. And then we've got to put down the gravel in the center way. I want to come up with some way that we can do gates, and maybe what we'll do is make another crowbar and put another crowbar out here, and then have a barrel in here that we can just put the crowbar into, and then whenever we lock up the animals we can just kind of makeshift a gate across the way. I don't know. Maybe I don't need gates at all. It would just be nice to have something that represents that so it looks a little more complete as you walk down through there. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. It's coming together. A couple more episodes and we should be completely done with it. Yeah. We got to trim it out. Finish up the roof a little bit. Finish some decor work on the inside as well. I think I do want to make this some sort of a storage area up above, so a ladder someplace would be nice, I think, as well. It should have doors in it. I don't know that we can put doors. I think this is a 5 wide. Is this not 5 wide, or is it? It is 5 wide. Yeah, doors are 2. So I don't think we're going to have a double door on there. Besides that, we won't be able to ride them in and out. So we're just going to have an open face like this. But it does still need some trim work. So we'll work on that next episode and get it kind of wrapped up. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, hit that like button for me. Show your support for the series. Comment, subscribe, and share. I'm the Radio Man 03. I want you to have an awesome, a fantastic, and a superb day. And I look forward to talking to you again next time.